Every morning, thousands of older adults start their day with good intentions, a handful of vitamins, a cup of coffee, and the hope that they're doing the right thing for their bodies. But lately, you've noticed something feels off. The energy pills don't seem to energize. Your joints still ache, your sleep isn't better, and you're wondering, am I actually helping my health or quietly making it worse? Today's story follows Linda, a 68-year-old grandmother from Ohio, who thought her daily supplement routine was protecting her until a routine checkup revealed her healthy vitamins were overloading her system. In this video, we'll uncover 4 common vitamins that millions of Americans misunderstand, the ones that sound safe but may backfire after 60. And more importantly, you'll learn what to do instead to keep your body strong, sharp, and balanced. If you're serious about your health after 50, make sure to subscribe. We share natural senior nutrition tips every week. Vitamin 4, the beauty vitamin that ages you faster. For decades, vitamin E has been celebrated as the beauty vitamin. You've probably seen it on every label: face creams, skin oils, and multivitamins, all promising smoother skin, stronger hair, and a younger glow. Doctors once recommended it as an antioxidant superhero, something that could fight free radicals and keep you looking and feeling young. But here's what almost no one tells you, especially if you're over 60. In high doses, vitamin E can quietly do the opposite of what you expect. Instead of slowing aging, it can accelerate the very problems it's meant to prevent. Let's take Linda again, the 68-year-old grandmother from Ohio. She started taking a 1,000 IU vitamin E capsule every morning because an article online said it could reverse aging. For a while, she felt great until she began noticing bruises that appeared out of nowhere, frequent nosebleeds, and unexplained fatigue. Her doctor later discovered her vitamin E levels were more than double the normal range, thinning her blood and stressing her immune system. The truth is, vitamin E is fat soluble, unlike vitamin C or the B complex group that your body flushes out daily. Vitamin E builds up in your fatty tissues and liver over time. When you keep taking high-dose supplements, anything above about 400 IU per day, it doesn't just vanish. It accumulates silently, interfering with your blood's ability to clot properly. A large 2018 meta-analysis reviewing data from over 135,000 people found that long-term, high-dose vitamin E supplementation actually increased overall mortality, particularly in people with heart conditions or who were already taking blood-thinning medications. Another study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that too much vitamin E can weaken immune defenses, making the body less able to fight infections. And yet, because it's labeled as natural, many people assume it's safe in any amount. That's where the danger lies. Over time, an excessive dose can make you bruise easily, bleed longer after a small cut, or feel tired without knowing why. Some people even mistake those signs for just getting older. So what's the safe way to get vitamin E? You don't have to eliminate it. Your body still needs it for healthy cells, eyes, and skin, but you should aim for balance, not overload. The recommended daily allowance for adults is about 15 milligrams, 22 IU, a tiny fraction of what most over-the-counter capsules provide. The best and safest sources come from real food, where nature keeps the dosage in harmony with other nutrients. A small handful of almonds or sunflower seeds provides all the vitamin E you need for the day. Olive oil, avocado, and spinach add natural antioxidants that work together instead of overwhelming your system. Even whole grains and leafy greens contribute gentle amounts that your body can easily regulate. If you already take a multivitamin, check the label. If it lists vitamin E above 400 IU per day or worse, Separate vitamin E capsules stacked on top. Consider switching to a formula closer to the daily recommendation. The message isn't that vitamin E is bad, it's that more isn't always better. The same nutrient that helps protect your cells in small amounts can become a problem in excess. So before reaching for another anti-aging supplement, remember this simple truth. Youth doesn't come from a megadose pill. It comes from balance, the right nutrients in the right form at the right time. Your body is wise. Give it what it needs, not what the marketing tells you it wants. Vitamin 3, the bone saver that hardens your arteries. For years, calcium has been the poster child of strong bones. Every commercial, every doctor's brochure seems to repeat the same message. If you want to prevent fractures, take your calcium. And millions of seniors do exactly that. A glass of milk in the morning, a supplement at lunch, maybe another tablet before bed. It sounds like a smart routine. But here's the hidden truth. Calcium alone isn't always your friend. In fact, when taken the wrong way, especially without the right supporting nutrients, it can end up where it doesn't belong, not in your bones, but in your blood vessels. Let's look at what happened to Frank, a 72-year-old retired carpenter from Florida. After breaking his wrist, he started taking 2 large calcium carbonate tablets every day, believing he was rebuilding bone. But after a few months, he noticed new problems: stiffness in his joints, occasional chest tightness, and kidney discomfort. When his doctor ran a few tests, the results were surprising. His arteries were beginning to calcify. The very mineral meant to protect his skeleton was hardening his blood vessels instead. Here's why that happens. As we age, our bones absorb calcium less efficiently. Hormonal changes and reduced vitamin D levels make it harder for calcium to reach its target. When you take a supplement that's too strong, especially calcium carbonate, which is cheap but poorly absorbed, your body can't use all of it. The excess doesn't just disappear. It travels through your bloodstream, settling into soft tissues like the walls of your arteries, your joints, or even your kidneys. A 2016 study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that people who took high-dose calcium supplements had a 22% higher risk of heart disease compared to those who got their calcium mainly from food. That buildup, called vascular calcification, is like tiny concrete deposits forming inside your arteries, slowly reducing flexibility and increasing strain on your heart. And the signs can be subtle: bloating or constipation that doesn't go away, joint or muscle stiffness, even though you're taking your calcium, kidney stones or urinary discomfort, fatigue and brain fog, because calcium overload can interfere with magnesium and iron absorption. Now, calcium itself isn't the villain, the imbalance is. Your body needs partners to guide calcium to the right place. That's where vitamin D3, vitamin K2, and magnesium come in. Vitamin D3 acts like a gatekeeper, helping your gut absorb calcium properly. Vitamin K2 directs calcium into your bones and teeth and keeps it out of your arteries. Magnesium balances calcium levels so they don't harden tissues or trigger cramps. Without these nutrients, calcium becomes a traveler with no map. It wanders through your system, often lodging in the worst possible places. So what's the better path? Focus on food-based calcium first. Sardines with bones, yogurt, kale, broccoli, and almonds provide calcium in natural, absorbable forms that come packaged with other minerals your body recognizes. If you do need a supplement, look for one that includes calcium citrate, more digestible than carbonate, and pairs it with D3, K2, and magnesium. And remember, movement matters just as much as minerals. Weight-bearing exercises, even simple walks or light resistance training, tell your body to send calcium where it belongs, into your bones. Calcium isn't your enemy, but it's not a magic bullet either. Too little weakens your skeleton. Too much, taken the wrong way, can strain your heart. The goal isn't more, it's balance. Because true bone health isn't just about what you swallow, it's about how your body uses it. And when calcium, D3, K2, and magnesium work together, they don't just protect your bones, they keep your heart beating strong for years to come. Vitamin 2, the energy booster that damages your heart. If you've ever felt tired, someone has probably told you, take more iron. For decades, iron has been sold as the miracle mineral for energy and strength. Multivitamins for seniors often include it, and ads promise it will fight fatigue. But after 60, this energy booster can quietly harm your heart instead of helping it. Let's look at Robert, a 70-year-old retired teacher from Arizona. He took an iron supplement every morning, believing it would keep him active. Yet lately, he'd felt worse. Constant fatigue, heart palpitations, and joint stiffness. Blood tests revealed the truth. His iron levels were nearly double the healthy range. Instead of giving him life, the extra iron was silently damaging his organs. Here's why. Iron is essential when you're young because it builds red blood cells and carries oxygen. But after menopause for women, or around age 60 for men, your body no longer loses iron regularly. The iron you take in from food, fortified cereals, and supplements starts to accumulate. Unlike vitamins that flush out in urine, iron stays stored in your liver, heart, and pancreas. Too much causes oxidative stress, unstable molecules that inflame tissues, weaken blood vessels, and age your cells faster. Research in Alzheimer's research and therapy links excess iron to memory decline and dementia. Other studies show it increases heart disease and liver damage. In short, the same mineral that once fueled your energy can rust your system from the inside out. And iron isn't the only problem. Vitamin B6, another popular energy and nerve supplement, can also backfire. In small doses, it supports nerve and brain health, but long-term high doses, often above 50 milligrams a day, can damage the very nerves it's meant to protect. Tingling hands and feet, poor balance, or numbness are common early warning signs mistaken for just getting older. So how can you stay safe? Watch for subtle clues. Fatigue that doesn't improve after rest, rapid or irregular heartbeat, tingling or burning in hands or feet, brain fog or unexplained weakness. If any sound familiar, don't self-medicate. Test, don't guess. Ask your doctor for a ferritin or transferrin saturation test to check iron levels. Choose a multivitamin labeled iron-free, unless your doctor says otherwise. Get your nutrients from food first. Lean meats, beans, lentils, and leafy greens provide balanced amounts your body can control. For B6, keep supplements below 10 milligrams daily and rely on foods like chickpeas, tuna, and bananas. Remember, after 60, fatigue doesn't always mean deficiency. Sometimes it means overload. True energy comes from balance, not excess, supporting your body's natural rhythm, not overwhelming it. Vitamin 1, the immunity hero that can turn toxic. If there's one vitamin that seems untouchable, it's vitamin A, often praised as the hero for immunity, clear vision, and glowing skin. Add vitamin D to that list, and you have what many people call the golden duo of wellness. Both are essential for health, and both are promoted everywhere, from supplement ads to doctors' offices. But here's the truth. When taken in excess, even these heroes can quietly become harmful. Let's start with vitamin A, especially in its synthetic form, retinol or retinol palmitate. In small doses, it supports your eyes, your immune system, and even your skin's renewal process. but because it's fat soluble, your body doesn't flush it out easily. It's stored in your liver and fatty tissues. When you take too much over time, it begins to accumulate like slow poison. Take Mary, a 66-year-old retiree from Oregon. She had been taking a beauty and immunity multivitamin that contained retinol plus an extra skin supplement with vitamin A. Over the years, she began to experience dry, flaky skin, dizziness, and hair loss. When her doctor checked her liver enzymes, they were elevated, a sign of vitamin A overload. Her immune support routine was silently straining her liver. A 2022 review in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults with high vitamin A intake had a 25% higher risk of atrial fibrillation and irregular heartbeat that raises stroke risk. Other studies show that excess retinol can cause fatigue, nausea, insomnia, and even liver inflammation. The good news, you can still get safe, effective vitamin A just in the right form. Instead of synthetic retinol, choose beta-carotene, found naturally in colorful foods like carrots, sweet potatoes, spinach, and eggs. Your body converts beta-carotene into vitamin A only when needed, so there's no danger of overdose. It's nature's built-in safety switch. Now let's talk about vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin. While it's vital for strong bones, muscles, and immunity, too much of it can cause hypercalcemia, a condition where calcium builds up in your blood. This happens when people take extreme doses, often above 10,000 IU per day, without medical supervision. Symptoms can include nausea, fatigue, irregular heartbeat, confusion, or even kidney strain. The safe and effective range for most older adults is 1,000, 2,000 IU daily, unless your doctor prescribes more based on a blood test. Always take vitamin D with a meal containing healthy fats, olive oil, avocado, or salmon to improve absorption. Here's the takeaway. Vitamins A and D are powerful allies, but they demand respect. The key isn't to avoid them, but to use them wisely, in moderation, through real food and under guidance. Because after 60, health isn't about piling on more supplements. It's about balance, giving your body what it truly needs, and trusting that sometimes less really is more. As we've seen today, not every vitamin that looks helpful actually is. Some of the most trusted supplements, vitamin E for beauty, calcium for bones, iron or B6 for energy, and high-dose A or D for immunity, can quietly work against you when used the wrong way. These nutrients aren't villains. They simply require balance, timing, and understanding. After 60, your body changes. Your liver filters more slowly, your kidneys clear less efficiently, and your cells become more sensitive to overload. What once worked in your 40s can backfire in your 70s. That's why smart health isn't about taking more. It's about taking what's right. There are 3 simple principles that can redefine your health after midlife. 1. Test, don't guess. Get your blood work done. Know your vitamin D, B12, and iron levels before adding new pills. 2. Adjust with wisdom. If you find you're high in one nutrient, cut back. If you're low, supplement carefully. Health isn't about routine, it's about response. 3. Eat real food first. Nature has always been the best multivitamin. Colorful fruits, leafy greens, fish, nuts, and seeds provide nutrients in the perfect balance your body recognizes. Remember, one small choice each day, checking a label, choosing salmon over a supplement, or replacing a pill with real vegetables, can shape the next decade of your health. So now it's your turn. Which of these vitamins surprised you most today? Have you discovered one you might stop or replace? Let us know in the comments. Your story could help someone else. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Because knowledge isn't power until you use it. Your best years aren't behind you, they're waiting ahead. With balance, awareness, and a little curiosity, you can age with strength, clarity, and confidence.